I know what the musicians do and I know what the engineer does, but what is it that you do when it gets into your hands?
Well, mastering is the third step of the engineering process. So you have a recording engineer that will capture sound using something to some device, some medium. The mix engineer, or what used to be called the balance engineer, would take those sounds and manipulate them. You know, you see a console here behind me of gear. Well, this is an analog mastering setup, so not quite the faders and things that you would see in a mixing setup, but it's you take those, one takes those sounds and balances them. A little bit of this on this side, a little over here. This is too bright. This is too quiet. This needs reverb. You know, so that's what Leslie in this case does with that, would be um, to to finalize the mix, all the elements to create the piece of work. What I do as a mastering engineer is I take all of the individual songs. We're looking for a handful of things. The last part of QC, making sure there aren't any problems, making sure that and this is regardless of stereo or immersive. This is what mastering engineers do. Making sure it's translatable. So listening to it with an ear for not what it is, but how is it? How does it present itself? And that how, you want it to sound as good in cars and home and headphones and every different playback device you can, because they all have their own characteristics. And so my job is to make sure it's even and balanced, that this album is a body of work, not a collection of songs. So there's a cohesiveness to the presentation of somebody's art from start to finish.